Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thanks for joining me within this goblin deck tech for Magic the Gathering Standard Best of One. We'll be breaking down our deck list today in depth and discussing the strategies and synergies held within, demonstrating as well within our ranked gameplay footage, and of course, wrapping up with our deck review, right? So, coming full circle here eventually today, but we have to start somewhere, and that's going to be with the new card that brings the whole deck together, Howlsquad Heavy. 3 mana, 2 power, 3 toughness. Start your engines. So if you have no speed, it starts at 1 and is increased once on each turn that your opponent loses life. Max speed will be 4, and if we can get to max speed, we're going to tap to add 1 red source for each goblin that we control, which really isn't our main focus here. We do like this for the static ability. Other goblins you control have haste, right? That's kind of why we're playing it within the deck. But there is a cherry on top as well, because at the beginning of combat on your turn, you'll create a 1/1 red goblin that must attack if able, which is pretty cool. We like to create a lot of tokens within the deck because we are focusing on Lord abilities to push them up. So first things first, this will allow us to play Krenko once more, the mob boss, for 4 as a 3/3 that can tap to create X 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, where X is the number of goblins that you control. And again, thanks to the haste, we can now play Krenko and activate it immediately, have the field filled with goblins, and have them also smash right away, which is pretty cool, right? So that's what we'll be doing here. We also can create other tokens within Squee, Dubious Monarch, 3 mana, 2 power, 2 toughness with haste, and whenever it attacks, you'll create the 1/1 tapped and attacking, and we can replay it from our grave for 4 mana and exiling 4 other cards from our grave to do so. So that's nice, a little bit of recursive ability there. We also have the Sear Slicer Goblin, 2 mana, 2 power, 1 toughness with raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you've attacked this turn, create a 1/1 goblin creature token, right? So a few ways for us to make tokens within the deck, which is pretty cool. And we also have our lords. So there's a lords are a card type that will push a specific creature type up by +1/+1 typically. Here, other goblins you control get +1/+1 for 2 as a 1/1, and whenever this creature or another goblin you control dies, exile the top card of your library, and if it's a goblin creature card, you may cast that card until the end of your next turn, which is pretty cool because it's a goblin deck. Then we'll have the Dropkick Bomber for 3 as a 2/3. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. We can pay 1 until the end of turn. Another target goblin gains flying, and when this creature deals combat damage, sacrifice it, right? So we can make sure we get in lethal via evasion there, potentially, if we have the mana to dump in. And then finally, the Adaptive Automaton for 3. We'll choose a creature type for us goblin. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1, and it is a 2/2. And then we just kind of fill the void with low mana goblins. When they die, they'll deal damage. The Scamp for 1 is a 1/1. When it dies, damage equal to its power to any target, which is nice. You can also self-sacrifice whenever it does deal combat damage and proliferate. We don't have +1 counters yet, but you know, it's food for thought. The Dynamite Diver for 1 as a 1/1 can crew, which no vehicles in deck yet. But when this creature dies, it's going to deal 1 damage to any target, which is nice. And then the Firebrand is a 1/1 with haste for 1 that can tap itself to sacrifice, dealing 1 damage to any target, which is quite nice there as well, right? So not just 1/1s that are going to deal damage on their death, but they're going to become, you know, 2/2s, 3/3s, 4/4s, and so on, which is quite nice. And then Burst Lightning, 2 damage to any target. If you kick it for an additional 4, total for 5, you'll deal 4 damage instead. We'll have the Caverns to make goblins uncounterable, and that's the deck. It's really simple stuff here. The key is just basically stacking up the early game goblins, whether they be the 1-drops or the Hordemaster is a 2-drop, right? And then we kind of get into really wanting to get that heavy down so we can play Krenko on the following turn, because we go from 3 mana to 4 mana So you want to have this out on 3 if you can, so we can play this on 4, curving out, immediately tapping to make 4+ goblins, and that's going to be really good, specifically if we do have a lord out, and then just stacking the lords on top of that, right? Which is really good for us with the Dropkick and the Automaton. But again, your main priority is going to be the heavy with Krenko. All the other goblins will follow because it's a goblin deck. You're going to get them regardless. A great way to accumulate a bunch of them is also just to create the tokens too, right? So that's the deck for you. Deck list in the description below. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Kick back, relax, and let's play some games. Going first, keeping 7. We have our lightning out. I'm gonna hold on to it because it is a burst lightning, right? Let's get our Seer Slicer out. Just in case there is removal. I don't want to lose a Hordemaster right away. We do see a swamp here, so it's probably filled with removal. There it is. You're dead. I mean, I don't really have high hopes for this since that got removed, right? But we'll try our best. Really? We do draw into exile at least. That's quite nice. And then we'll double drop to sidestep any more sacrifice effects. That's haste. So I'm going to play this slicer. And then make it on via the raid. Just all enchantments here, hey? They're gonna be gaining life here. Plus they mill and grab something back. A land. ×2. Those Mosswoods into the grave hurt. Ouch. They do grab one back though. They're tapped, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not a field wipe. Even single target on Krenko would kind of be a bummer, but it's okay. We're good to go. Just so we get the draw. For some reason I was thinking our goblins had haste. We don't have that out. We do draw into exile, it can be played. Beautiful. Again, they could have a field wipe here. We could have tapped Krenko on their turn, right? It's been a minute since I played with Krenko and goblins. On the draw, keeping 7. Let's kill that immediately. It's a good guard. We should take care of it. That's another good card. we can find our 4th land, we're in a good spot. I mean, that's not terrible either. Let's kill the archer. It's a forced attack. I'll kill the evangelist. On their turn, right? Even if we do get Krenko, I think I still want to kill it. It's too good. That's quite good too. We get to block it though. We can kill the war leader on this raid attack. Should be able to anyways. Beautiful. So lucky. My gosh, that has got a sting. And we get drawn to exile. We just need that 4th land. Ooh, that's not bad. If they had the fin out, we'd be bad. No land. Let's just get after it. Keep the Hordemaster back. This way we can race. We have 2 speed. What does that even do? What's the max speed? Oh, add mana. Okay. Okay, that's quite good. 7/7. With trample. Wow. They tapping them though. Like those, they need those blockers. Oh, they big time need those blockers. Let's go to London. This is so cool. Hey. Hey. Good game, homie. Krenko still got it. Very nice. And that's thanks to the new heavy giving all of our goblins haste. Going first, keeping 7, 2 land. It's pretty good, right? We like to keep that. Give him a hello, good game while we wait. Nah, okay. Okay, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. We need some more land, though. 1 raid triggers. 3rd Gubo out. Can we please get that 3rd land? What do they take? We have 3 3-drops. Or do they go for Krenko? If we could find a goblin that makes mana, that would be cool. Bummer. Oops. Sorry. My monitor is having some issues where it disconnects and reconnects. It goes black momentarily for me. I have to wait a moment. A secondary booty. Well, we did draw another heavy. So maybe they just go with Automaton. Three left in hand. Attacking. Nice. That's cool. Starch engines. And let's Ash catch him. Really nice here with the tokens. 4 goblin tokens made so far. That's pretty good. Or a goblin that died and made another goblin token, maybe? That could also be decent. The mana generation would be better. Unholy Annex, that's cute. Give us our 4th land. Take me to London. I like the draw availability for us a little bit better. Either way, it's going to be a good game. Beautiful. Dokali. 2 land. Seems good. We've got some 1-drops here. Take the Wormlet. It gains life. It grows. My worm grows too, but gaining life? I guess creates some life. Stop it. At second one, I only have 1. But we'll still kill the second one here, right? Beautiful. I mean, I don't really like to lose our goblins. We kind of want to collect them and accumulate. But here we are. Oh, that would have been... So it's really good we removed 2 of these. Wow, we're so lucky. Haste on our Goobos. 3 for 2. Max speed. Can you proliferate your speed? I don't think so. Sentinel. Good card. Oh no. Take him to the bridge. Well, that's getting after it, isn't it? Krenko's pretty cool. Maybe we could find a land that doubles as a spell or something. To put +1 counters out. Oh, Shelter by Ghost is good. That takes Krenko. And they hit for 4 big ones? Ew. That's not bad. Can we get a 5th land, please? I mean, they're still in it. That was a good return to sender. Double Explore, you better draw lands. That thing goes to 6 and then die. Ha! That's funny. That's double funny. One goblin, please. Good game. I mean, it's like 30 damage, you know. Quite a bit. And they gain 4, they go up to 20. But then they're still just too much. That's too much tuna, dude. Dang, bro. Alright, let's mulligan this, I think, right? 1 land, we can't keep it. 2 land, we'll make do. Toss Automaton. It's kind of like just a late addition to the deck. We still like it. Ooh, life gain. This might end badly. Looking for our third land, and we're golden, pony boy. Not bad. They've not gained life, right? Oh, we get it. We get the goods. Oh no. No 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 no. Alright, they take squee. I guess that kind of makes the choice for us, right? And they're making a booty. Ooh. Ooh. That's a good one. Alright, take care of one of those bats. Speed it up. Another bat would annoy me because I don't want to lose our bomber. Dropkick Bomber is a cool name. From the top rope. Oh, the Channeler's a good card though. That goes to 3. Okay, it takes it to 4. And it's got the vigilance, right? And then this to 5. That's impressive. You do haste though, right? Which is turbo cool. They have 16 and we're attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They block the top 2. So that's the 4 and a 3. We're hitting for 6, 12, 15 only. I think we go for it. Right, just push it. Taking the Hordemaster is smart. But you gotta block 3 though. Oh, they took the Hordemaster. They're good. Max speed up. You should just have advantage here unless they gain lifelink on the Channeler. They should be dead. Like, unless they, well, they could wipe the field. They could put lifelink and vigilance on the Channeler. But we're good. Alright, here we are. With our new Goblin deck. Pretty straightforward. Nice and simple here today. We do have some new Goblins in the set though. Which is super duper exciting. Let's hit for 2. Not taking the Hordemaster, we do get 1 damage in and draw into exile to play until the end of our next turn, which is a good card. We'll toss that in. Make it 1, which gets pushed up by the Master as a 2/2. We maybe should have played our haste though. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's take our haste here. That kind of sucks. Right, we're forced to attack in, and then they get to ping damage to us. Right, healing our Seer Slicer. We draw into exile. We draw into exile again. Their turn. Another Nemesis. Ooh. And a Hired Claw. It's pretty good. No block. Our 5th land. Do we hold on to it? I think we should. Let's just double draw boards. And I think we go almost all in, don't we? We do. Force blocks, Big choose not to, so we still get the W. And I think we would have either way. Alrighty then. I mean, goblins are goblins, but I think that Magic was like, or the R&D team, maybe, I don't know who's responsible here, but the red deck was so powerful, and they're like, well, goblins are supposed to be the best deck, right? So I think we've kind of had a few cards put out recently that push up the goblin tribal deck, and the heavy with Krenko now available is it really the bee's knees, and you can win games immediately, right? And the fact that we have Cavern of Souls with us as well, it's like you can't even counter it. You literally can't stop it. So if your opponent doesn't have a field wipe, or they're not beating you in the race, like, I think you have a really good deck here. Furthermore, there's always room to improve these builds, right? So thoughts and opinions in the comments below. The Bastronaut, I didn't end up running because it doesn't deal damage when it dies, but it does have Menace, which is nice. And then you can pump into it, which is pretty cool as well, potentially. That damage pump with the max speed double strike would be really good with the Heavy's ability, max speeding, to add a bunch of mana. Food for thought, right? We could also give the whole team flying then through the Dropkick. So, you know, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. Demolition to make a bunch of goblins is really good. And then, like, you know, how do we get, because we need an artifact to sacrifice, right? I don't really want to sacrifice the automaton, so I'm thinking maybe like something, the Red Cap Thief makes a treasure and is a goblin, so we can sack the treasure to make 3 more goblins maybe, right? I don't know. Thinking about it, a Braid is just good removal alongside Lightning potentially, because there's a lot of artifacts in the new set, so it's pretty cool. Lifecraft Engine, another new card, Lord for us. Be a vehicle that is also now a goblin. So I mean, you know, maybe you could put that in the deck if you were into it. I don't mind it. I wish it itself had lifelink or something though. And then the Soulstone Sanctuary could be a land that's also a goblin as well. It's a little expensive to activate, and we're usually spending our mana elsewhere, but pretty good though still, I think, right? Let me know if you have any thoughts or opinions of cards that could go in the deck potentially, like I said in the comments below. And then just have an absolute magical day, right? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate that, and I'll see you soon in the next. Take care.